Good morning, noon, evening or night, depending when you're watching this video. My name is Alegende and welcome back to World of Tanks and the Frontline special game mode. So, the couple of you who watched my first 2020 or 200th video might be surprised seeing me playing Frontline like I do right here. And that's because in that video I said that Frontline went rapidly boring with unbalanced maps, which pretty much ruined that game mode for me. Now I want to retreat that statement, although partially. Because it's quite the matter of perspective. Of course it is, but it's an opinion after all. But I noticed that you can still enjoy this game mode from another perspective. Up till then, my point of perspective was towards Frontline was really the sense of novelty and the escape from the 357 matchmaking, which was pretty much hell for tier 8 like 2 years ago. But in 2019 those two aspects were pretty much gone. It wasn't new anymore, and it wasn't really new anymore, and you got more or less the same matchmaking in random battles as you have in Frontline with only tier 8s. This perspective
Sir! You got a war face? Ah! That's a war face! Now let me see your war face! Ah!
Sorry, I couldn't let myself not including those sound effects. Where was I? Oh yeah, so this as perspective clearly didn't work anymore to get enjoyment out of the Frontline game mode. However, the newest perspective that I took for 2020 did work. Otherwise I wouldn't have the Sharp Future 4 by now, which a video about the tank is incoming over a few months or so. Some foreshadowing. But that perspective was directed at two goals. The first one, getting general ranking through the tiers in which you get some nice rewards as fast as possible. Wanting to do it fast because I didn't want to outright no-life this game mode. And second, the credits income, which alongside with getting general can be very profitable. This coincided with a new strategy, focusing more on the cap circles, which you already saw me doing with my defender just back then. So the great thing about getting through the Frontline tiers as fast as you can makes accumulating the rewards that come with them easier. The credit bonus ranging from 25k to 350k at tier 15, 15 to 300 bonds, directors and equipment boosters, and those tokens which can grant you a free tier 9 tank. Not only are those rewards quite nice, but getting them quickly by getting general as much as possible will mean that you don't have to go through a lot of Frontline battles, which can still make your enjoyment saturated if you no-life too much. There is still not enough variety inside this game mode to make that bearable, at least for me. And credits, especially nowadays since the 1.10 Equipment 2.0 update, I lost a lot of credits configuring almost 80 tanks by now with new equipment.
Thought I'd try out my sea legs.
But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dane.
Yes, I know that.
Making my total amount of credits more than half that I was used to have. This makes earning credits more important than ever, but even before I still wanted to get as much credits since I don't really pay credits or premium accounts anymore. So at the time with this particular Frontline game, I had a premium account from the whole lockdown gift. Set this up with a credit booster, because there are credit boosters especially for Frontline, making the total of these battle results, a bit of a spoiler, but it resulted over 470,000 credit profit in just 26 minutes. If you try this in randoms, which if they are around 7 minutes on average, giving you around 3.6 battles, you need to earn at least 130,000 credits in each of those games, which is possible with tier 8 premiums and credit boosters and premium account, sure. But you still need to have a great game, more than 3 great games in a row, which Frontline reduced to only 1 game. But you don't even need to try hard that much in order to get general and accumulate as much credits as you can. Still, you earn less if you lose, but if you averaging this all up, and in the end, 1 Frontline battles makes up a credit game of 3 or more random battles, which can even take a little bit longer, since the maximum time of Frontline is 26 minutes, but randoms can take up to 15 minutes times 3, 45 minutes, and even more, because we talked about 3.6 battles more or less. So these are the reasons why I still play, and I'm still going to play Frontline. Maybe I have inspired you as well to play some more Frontline next year. So yeah, this game footage is around 20 minutes long. I don't think I can talk that much more about why I want to play Frontline, and I don't think I can continuously commentate for this long of a game. So I leave my storytelling here and go further like I would commentate on, well, a strong odds video with only some important plays or decisions I make. So up to now I was defending capture point A with the defender at the front and the T-54 Mod 1 at the side flanks, and eventually also near the cap circle, focusing down enemies that were capping to get as many points to increase my ranking, which is already reaching the captain rank. So right here I'm focusing the links at the flanks, since there are no more enemies in or near the cap circle. Indeed an oh fuck moment with enemies pouring in from the invaded B zone.
Отставить цель. Подтверждаю пробитие. Цель подтверждаю. Есть отставить цель. Пробитие.
We have lost objective 4. Zone C has been lost. Attackers got extra time.
So here I'm holding my fire until the wheeled vehicle drives perpendicular from me, so I have the highest chance to hit him with auto aim with, otherwise it has a very high chance to either miss because he goes horizontally from me, makes it harder to hit, and also the profile of the wheels, which can absorb pretty much anything, will also be at minimal effect.
уничтожена.
So here I'm picking an IS-6 as new defending heavy tank to protect capture point F, and again focusing the cappers for maximum rank points gain. So you might wonder that the IS-6 isn't really the best tank, but it's a premium and it can hold up with some pretty decent armor layout. As you can see later on, I survive for quite a while.
Zone A under attack.
This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made the grade.
Also take a look how fast I'm going from Major to General by this hard defense.
Zone A has been lost. Attackers got extra time.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
So I cleared the entire rank of Major in
Objective 1
1
under
minute
attack.
and 25 seconds. So here I'm picking the last tank, again a defender. So if you noticed, I have only played premium tanks, the 252 useless defender, T54 mod 1 and the IX6 for maximum credit gain, and tier 6 premium are mostly also pretty good.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Есть пробитие. Повреждение гусеницы. Подтверждаю пробитие. Гусеница едва держится. Орудие повреждено. Мехвод ранен. Пробитие.
Zone F under attack.
Пробитие подтверждаю. Пробитие. Гусеница едва держится.
So here I'm not really defending Zone D because I'm already general, and after becoming general, defending gaps isn't really that important anymore, just doing as much damage in the end minutes. But only do this when you know with quite some confidence that your team can hold the objective safe in this very last stage of the game. So here I'm retreating quickly from the invaded zone. Always try to drive through the repair zone right here, even when full HP, so you know for sure that you have some spare repair kit and med kit. If the push is too harsh, and you can get shot a lot if you go from the repair zone, which quite a lot of times is right in the open, search for a more quicker route towards cover.
We have successfully retreated.
Есть пробитие. Пробитие. Гусеница едва держится. Движение невозможно. Гусеница сбита. Можем ехать.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Пробитие подтверждаю. Есть пробитие. Цель захвачена. Попадание в модуль. Отменяем цель. Цель подтверждаю. Не вижу цель. С этим покончено. Есть пробитие. Пробитие. Цель ясна. Цель подбита. Не вижу цель. Пробитие подтверждаю. Уничтожен. Движение невозможно. Гусеница сбита. Мы снова едем. Есть пробитие.
So the final approach to the object 703. I'm here trying to keep the destroyed SPG between us, but it gets respawned and immediately I turn my tank to get the next piece of cover between us, the rocks. By doing this I give the object 703 little to no chance to actually hit me back properly. God damn it.
Vehicle repaired.
So from this point off, not a lot of things is happening. I'm just driving over the airfield. I know I'm not quick enough to encounter any more enemy tanks. So I'll leave it by this, and it has been quite a ruckus of a game, even though at the end I'm not doing really that much. The end results of this game are quite nifty, because I did over 17,000 damage this game, with also 7 kills. That gave me the second position on XP with 1839 base experience, and like I said before, the profit is huge, not only in credits but also experience, with a almost 13,500 experience gain. So with that, this probably was my best Frontline general game ever, and I hope this showcased good what to do to get towards the general ranking the quickest, and to, well, enjoy this game mode, even though it's, well, pretty bland with only 2 maps, etc, etc. Hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you next time. Laters.